back to my channel. I hope that you guys are good, you guys are well rested, and you are productive this week. I hope you haven't been partying too much this weekend. Anyways, so this is what happened, you guys. So last week I said I was gonna make a video this week. So I'm sleeping last night and I'm just like, God, I don't know what to talk about. I have no content, so you gotta give me something to work with. Yeah. So I went to bed after saying my prayer, and at 2 a.m. I woke up and I got it. So God told me to share something with you guys today. So yeah, I hope you guys can't hear that car because it doesn't sound like it's going anytime soon. So I want to talk to you guys about sticking to the plan. In everything in life, stick to the plan. Okay, I think in life in general, like it's very hard to stick to the plan when things don't go your way, or you're impatient like me. God help me with that. So yeah, I want to speak to you guys about sticking to the plan and just sticking to the basic principles that will just do the Lord's work. Okay, okay guys, my notes are everywhere. Okay, I wanted to share with you guys that sometimes we put so much pressure on ourselves when either we're inviting someone to church, or we want someone to get saved, or we just want someone to start having a journey with God. And when that person rejects the idea, or they reject us as well, because you are going to get rejected. You are, but don't take it personally. So we place it on ourselves, like, am I doing something wrong, or why can't this person believe, and all of that. So personally, and I think biblically, it's not our job, guys, to make people believe in God. Like last week we were reading Matthew, right? All of us were reading Matthew. So I just started thinking that Jesus never tried to persuade someone or convince anyone to believe in God. He just did what he was called to do. He was preaching, he was teaching those that wanted to listen. He was healing people, but he was healing people according to their faith. Because there's a point where he said he leaves a place because the people there have no faith. So yeah, I think we just shouldn't we should play our part, guys. I'm not saying we shouldn't. We should play a part. We should invite people to church. We should tell people about church. Our lives should reflect God, and we should let people see God in our lives. Then maybe that will just open their hearts for them to actually say, you know what, I actually want to know who this God is. And yeah, so we should rather pray for people to have an encounter with God. Because I feel like you can take someone to church for 1,000,000 years until they have an encounter with God. That's the only time that they will change and they will hunger for God. And yeah, man. So yeah, guys, let's continue to share the gospel, bring people to God's presence, and just let God do the rest. Let him do the rest, guys. Yeah, and going back to the point where Jesus was healing people, I think the woman who had the issue of blood. No. It was the gentleman who was blind, and Jesus said, you have been healed because of your faith. So I wanted to speak to you guys about that. I think we can just use that in whatever season that we're in our lives. So if you ever feel like you're in need of something, or whatever it may be, it's important, guys. It's so important. The principle is so important. Give and you shall be given. It's not easy, but that's just how it is. So you've got to give God something to work with. You've got to give him faith. That's the smallest thing you can actually give him, and it makes the most difference. Faith. He says faith as small as a mustard seed. That's, he just need a little bit from your side to do his work. So yeah, stick to the plan, basic principle. And yeah, the last thing I wanted to just share with you guys is that God always says we must give. Blessed is the hand that gives and the one that receives. And you can never receive if your hand is closed. Even if you give me 10,000, which I would really love right now, I cannot receive it because my hand is closed. So I have to open my hand in order to receive. Okay? And another thing is that, when you give to someone, when you give, even when it doesn't have to be money, guys, like, when you see someone you haven't seen in a long time, you open your arms because it shows what's in your heart. If your heart has love, you will give. You will be more willing to give if your heart is at peace, if your heart has love and it's genuine. And out of your heart, your hand will show. Yeah, so basic principle. You need to open yourself to God. You need to open your hand. You need to open your heart. Even if your heart has fear, your heart has anxiety, your heart has depression, your heart has brokenness, whatever it is, open your heart. Let God empty that out for you. Let it go. Pour it out to him in order for him to refresh you, in order for him to restore you, in order for him to fill you up and make you whole again. So yeah, that is all I wanted to share with you guys. Basic principle, stick to the plan. Okay? Stick to the plan, guys. So yeah, thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. I will see you guys next week. Bye.